with us from the Dome in Syracuse, New York. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Syracuse Orange. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go right back to him. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Steve Angeli throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Breaks into the open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Might as well give it to him again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Off play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quick strike complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
Back to pass. It's Edwards. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Syracuse, 0.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them won't.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Syracuse will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
On the run, it's Hall, fighting off the defender.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the left side. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Safe completion on the screen. Smashes ahead. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Well, that's a nice throw there by the quarterback. And get this, guys, with that completion, he already has more yards passing than he had all of last game. We're still in the first quarter in this one. That just goes to show you how rough the last time out was, and give him credit. He went back in the film room, got back on the practice field. Coaches told us he really worked on fundamentals this week to get his mind right for this one, but he's off to a good start here.
Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Angeli. Oh, they're after him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They go to the ground. Got a little grass. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive. But maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Throwing Angeli. Pocket breaking down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it way down the field. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Syracuse right back at it. In the red area, it's Johnson. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Orange. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Edwards. Floats it out in space. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Steve Angeli throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Again, it's Angeli. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Makes him talk to the hand. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. And 6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Bring in the heat. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. The orange, after the big pass play, might just throw it again. Angeli. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Again, it's Angeli. He wants it all. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Hall.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it, and he's open. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. North Carolina will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Tar Heels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. A spectacular one-hand grab. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Wilson, hey, Wilson! Replace!
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Hall. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Angeli on the play action. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Weaver. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's start with TCU in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Horned Frogs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli. It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Again, it's Angeli. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback to take a breath and exhale.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air. It's Edwards. Flushed out of the pocket. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
So now it's 2nd and long. He's in open space downfield. Maybe a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. The short hands, it's Jackson. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
To the back. A pickup of 8. Brings up 2nd down.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Jackson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to set up the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
This is an offense that takes a lot of pride in their 3rd down execution. They've done an outstanding job of that here in this drive. They've got the lead. We're in the 3rd quarter. And they're thinking to themselves, we can ice this thing if we can score another touchdown. We can put so much pressure on the opponent if we keep converting these 3rd.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
there he goes! A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Throwing Angelic. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Again, it's Angeli. And it's incomplete on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The run to the left. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Wide 29. Wide 29.
To throw, it's Edwards. Fakes to grab. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's second and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back, stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up third and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the ground, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. run inside. It's Hall. Got enough for the first. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. Steve Angeli looking to the big tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Again, it's Angeli. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Angeli. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their 1st pick of the game.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short.
Ready. Well, 18. Hey, check it. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Ready, go.
Throwing Angelic. Finds a spot in the middle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're
Here's a little room there. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Touchdown, Orange! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
35. Syracuse, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Oh, he's got a chance! Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give as they work on that clock. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
And man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Kept it on the ground with that RPO, and it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down and pick up the victory.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
And some room to work. There's a crease. The 30. Past the 20. Down he goes. They needed one more 1st down to put this game on ice, and they just got it.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.